Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to Fantasy Football. Game week 1 is over and it is time to make our changes ready for game week 2. Before we get into my team, let's have a look at the league, see how you guys have done. Remember, if you want to jump into my league, you still can. The code will be on the screen somewhere. You will have missed the points from the first game week, but it's a long season, so there's still plenty of time to catch up. As for the league right now, Hazardous is sitting top with 111 points. Anjum FC is second with 107, and then Kababy with 106, along with Vamos 106. Lots of people on 106. Tali United 106, Warlock 106 as well. Take a look at Hazadous's team. That's a lot of points for the first week. He's got Wan-Bissaka, Robertson, Mendy and Van Aanholt, so he's pretty much picked the most high scoring defence you could have. He's obviously got Mane in there as well, Richarlison and Salah. So yeah, a lot of points picked up for him there. We'll take a look at Anjum's team. 107 points, like I said. Luke Shaw, 11. Wan-Bissaka, 12. You also had Neves, Richarlison, Salah. Bernardo Silva got 8 as well. So again, a very, very good week. He actually played his bench boost, which meant he got the additional 8 points from Edison. Kante got 8, Shedrick got 1. So another great week for him. We'll have a look at Kababy's team. I'm guessing there's going to be a common theme here. Again, Van Aanholt, Robertson, Mendy, Salah, Richarlison, Mane. If you're picking these players, you've basically had a great week, which I imagine is for the majority of people at the top. Slowly, as some of those players weren't included, is why people didn't do quite as well. Well done to everyone who's basically made it to the top page in the first week. Great effort. As for me, I am currently sitting 629th, which isn't the greatest start. 58 points. You can also see below that everyone who has now joined ready in for game week 2. So if you're looking to join in now, there's loads of other people who have also missed the first game week. So if we take a look at my team, like I said already, 58 points. I actually thought I was having a good week at one point, until I saw how well everyone else did. Foster clean sheet, Wan-Bissaka with the 12 points was big. Daniel's clean sheet, so actually my defence did pretty well considering I didn't really spend any money on it. Gutted that Southampton got a clean sheet, but Shedrick came off after 55 minutes and didn't qualify for the clean sheet. So if I'd just gone with another Southampton defender, that would have been more points on the board. Moving forward, Salah captain, picked the right person for a captain. Unfortunately, Eriksen did nothing. Sanchez got an assist. Firmino got an assist. Aguero did nothing. Mitrovic did nothing. So yeah, it was a tough game for Man City, obviously playing Arsenal. They did get 2 goals, but Aguero didn't grab any points. Same with Eriksen. Tottenham scored twice, but he wasn't involved. So, players in the right areas, just not picking up the points like I'd hoped. As for making changes to my team, now I've got $500,000 in the bank, so I can actually upgrade a player if I decide to. As for making transfers in general, you want to be looking at the fixtures. You want to be trying to follow the form of some of the players. I mean, like I said, Man City had a really tough game against Arsenal, but now they play Huddersfield at home. They then play Wolves. They then play Newcastle. They then play Fulham. So if you don't have a Man City player in, particularly a defender, if you can go with Mendy, we saw what he did, very attacking fullback. He is definitely a big shout moving forward. I know I said maybe not for the first week against Arsenal, proved me horribly wrong there, but if he continues that form against these other teams that Man City are playing next, he's got to be a very popular choice for a lot of people. As for midfielders, Mane pulled in the points this week and they now go to Crystal Palace on Monday night, so it's a very good chance he could continue that form there. Pereira at Watford almost got half as many goals as he's ever got for Watford in one game. Richarlison started his form very well at Everton. Neves, the £5 million midfielder. I went for Jack Wilshere. For the same price, I got that very wrong. I'm not going to lie, guys, the wild card is extremely tempting right now. I'm a big believer in following form rather than sitting back and hoping that your players find form. And after what we've seen in the first week, players like Mendy doing so well for Man City, and because of the run of fixtures they have, you'd expect him to continue that. Richarlison's come straight out of the blocks. Neves has done a great job so far. Robertson at Liverpool. Mane getting 2. So there's a lot of changes in my team I would like to make, but I can't with one transfer, which is why the wild card is so tempting. And I know the plan was always for me to use an early wild card. However, I'm going to leave it another week, which could come back to bite me, because I do think that, like I said, you want to follow the form, not sit back and wait. But it's only been 1 week. Game week 3 could be the one for the wild card, but maybe my players might have a good week this week, and I won't need to, but I'm going to wait another week. And as for transfers, I'm not going to make any. There was a few I was looking at. Mitro is playing against Spurs this weekend. Potentially looking at moving out a defender or a midfielder. But again, I'm going to wait. This will allow me to have 2 transfers next week. I can't put a Man City defender in right now. That is what I actually want to do. But the only way to do it would be to use up 2 transfers. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to throw caution to the wind and give this team another chance. I have made some changes. I've put Fabianski in net. I'm going to give Aguero the captaincy this week, going up against Huddersfield. But he didn't have a great game against Arsenal. So I'm hoping he plays and they don't bring Jesus in, because that would make things worse. If you were thinking about using your wild card this week, it might be the way to go. It's taken me a while to decide against it. I was very tempted to do it, but I'm going to hold off, like I said, and give these players another week. You know, Eriksen's playing against Fulham, Sanchez against Brighton. There is potential for points in there, and I don't want to just change it all up straight away. I want to see what happens this weekend and then make a better decision the weekend after. And because I'm not going to make any transfers this week, I also have the option of using 2 transfers next week or using my wild card. Alright, so fingers crossed I have a better week this week. If you haven't jumped in the league yet, make sure you do, and drop a like if you're enjoying these fantasy football videos. I might not be the master of it, but hopefully it's relatively entertaining, and I might be giving you a few tips on what not to do with your team. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you are new, and yeah, hoping for a good week this week. Thank you for watching. Catch you later.